So I don't love talking about the coronavirus that much anymore. I'm a little over it. It just seems like, the evolution of it was, hey, it happened. We all were the best of ourselves pivoting our businesses, and all of us stretched out of our comfort zones, working from home sometimes within 48 hours, transforming a whole business. And now that we're kind of in this summertime, it's a little plateau, right? There's not much to look forward to. Maybe your summer vacations are modified. You're not sure what's happening with the kids in school. And so an article came across my newsfeed, which is called that, it's scientifically proven that COVID brain is a real thing. And the idea is that we're processing so much more information and uncertainty, and that there's a little bit of a lack of feeling safe. And when I say that, maybe you're not necessarily scared of getting the virus, maybe you are, but it's kind of what's going to happen next. Do I have a plan for the kids to go to school? What if they don't? What if there's a vaccine? What if there's not? Do we take the vaccine? There's all of these questions with very, very little answers out there. And so they were talking a little bit about how to deal with COVID brain. And every now and again, COVID brain comes and takes over my brain too, because we're humans and our brain loves to do that. And they said, the biggest thing is just take an inventory of where you are now. Are you safe now? Are you have access to safety? Taking a look right now and say, am I worrying, or is there a real threat to me right in this moment? And many, many times you find that there's no real threat to you in that moment. You can just say to yourself, right now in this moment, I am safe, and that's all I need to think about. The next thing is how much information you digest. Me and my husband were talking this morning about, I love the news. I love being educated on it. I love keeping up to date with that stuff. But to me, it's probably pushed my buttons a little too far this week, whether it's just very, very, very egregious things happening. Everything in the world seems so big and so heavy, and everybody has a good point. And I think it's like, well, if you don't like this, then you must hate this. And it's not, for me, it's not that simple. We're dealing with very complicated issues in America. And there's a lot of sadness around it, to be honest with you. When I hear little kids getting shot in gunfire for being home, that's just unbearable to me. But, as you ingest all this news, your brain goes into safety mode, right? Like, what am I doing? Where am I at? So you have to kind of digest that as well. And then finally, it's that whole thing that, some of us are better at than others, which is self-care. Are you getting enough sleep? Are you eating well? Are you getting out and moving? Are you exercising? Are you taking care of things that matter? Or are you spreading yourself so thin that everything is a dramatic or a problem? So when you start getting coronavirus brain, my recommendation to you is label it. I mean, we've talked about that here on these 3-minute videos. I got coronavirus brain right now, and sometimes labeling it helps calm me down. Like, I know what this is, and I know I've just got to take a minute and say, am I doing this? Even if it's every hour for 60 seconds, you get up and you look around and you practice your gratitude. If I get over on like 3 things I can see right now that I'm super grateful for. My office, my new pink jacket, really like it. The fact that I get to talk to you guys. And then I think about, well, what are the sure shots I'm worried about? And the reality is none of it. So if you start getting overwhelmed, just remember, I know we're all in this together. There's a lot of uncertainty out there, and I don't want to discredit that at all. But a lot of it is something that we're feeding ourselves, and you have to just take a little bit of an inventory sometimes, guys. Thanks so much. Have a great day.